Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2014 Ford Focus SE. A lot of you guys may have seen this car on one of my YouTube shorts. I actually made a short about this car. I didn't make a full-length video because this car was locked at the time and it would be very hard for me to kind of fill that time. This car has since been unlocked by CarMax here at CarMax Texas Stadium. And I wanted to take a more in-depth look. I didn't want to make the video too long, but I did want to take a more in-depth look of this Focus to really see what this thing's all about. So again, this is a 2014 Ford Focus SE, 12-year-old car with only 14,000 miles, which is absolutely insane to me. CarMax tends to have a lot of low mileage cars like this, and I just think that this is such a cool piece. So this generation Focus ran from about 2012 to 2018 with a mid-cycle refresh in 2015. This is obviously the pre-facelift. The facelifted version of this generation Focus looked kind of like that. I mean, it did look like that. And yeah, these cars were pretty popular. Unfortunately, as a lot of you may know, they did have an issue with their dual clutch automatic transmissions. Ford has never been good at making transmissions anyways, but these ones Ford knowingly sold with faulty transmissions, and so they ended up having to buy back a lot of them. This is one of those cars that I'm assuming probably never needed the transmission to be changed because it has such low miles on it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So you can see up front, it has pretty good styling. Ford has always been pretty good at making pretty nice, aggressive styling. You have your very clear halogen headlights up front. And then you have your nice big Ford badge right there. And then no fog lights or anything. I don't know, this is just an SE model. I don't know if the titanium or the SEL would have gotten fog lights, probably, considering there's a little cutout for them right there. And you can see very minimal damage on this bumper for obviously 14,000 miles. You do have a little bit of scuffing here. You can see that they touched it up a little bit there. But overall, really good looking front fascia. And then coming over to the side here, you do have your split 5-spoke alloy wheels. These are going to be your 16-inch wheels. And they're pretty good looking. They're better than hubcaps and steel wheels, so I'll take that any day of the week. These look pretty nice. And then your mirror housing, it is going to have integrated turn signals, which is nice. Body color mirror, again, very beautiful paint job. It kind of like sparkles in the sun. It's like very, very beautiful. But very nice body color mirrors. You're not gonna have a blind spot monitor, but you do have a little blind spot mirror in the top corner there. Body color door handles. I believe you could get these in actually black door handles as well. They're not gonna have keyless access or anything like that. And then you can see the window sticker here. It's a 2014 Focus SE, 15,000 miles, excuse me. I might have been saying 14,000 miles the whole time. Still very impressive. It has a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, and there's all of your equipment, and then your financing options there. This car is 16 grand. Let me know in the comments, would you spend 16 grand on a 2014 Ford Focus? Coming around to the rear, you can see your taillight design, very nice. Focus badge, everything's in mint condition. You have your SE Flex Fuel badge, very, very nice rear end. Your gas cap is right here, and this was when Ford was doing the easy fuel, where you didn't have a gas cap at all. You just put the fuel nozzle in. Very nice. And yeah, that's about it for the exterior. We'll go ahead and hop in the interior. I'll see if I can get the trunk to pop. If I can find it. So that's gonna be your trunk space. I believe the rear seats do fold from the back. They do. You could just press that button and they'll fold very easily. But that's your rear seat trunk space. It's very bright outside, so it's kind of hard to see, but there you go. Let's see what you got under here. If you lift this up, you do get spare tire. It is a donut, but still nice to have. A lot of car companies have stopped giving spare tires since then, since this car kind of came out. So very nice trunk space, pretty roomy. I remember actually having these as rental cars back in the day, and we were able to fit our luggage and they're just fine. Michigan assembly plant. Go ahead and hop in the back seat on the other side here. So door panel is very nice. This is going to have the beige interior, and I can almost guarantee you nobody sat back here. Very, very pristine back seat. Again, door panels, you're going to get hard touch materials. It's a cheap economy car, so hard touch on the top, hard touch here. You do get some, oh, this is hard touch as well. I would assume this would be padding, but hard touch. Plastics, plastic. You do have power windows right there, and then you do have your pocket right there. We'll get in the car real quick, and we'll shut the door. Seems like a lot of the seals are coming loose on this car, but there's your front view of your front seat or your dashboard. You can see I have plenty of room. Even if I sit here where the seat's kind of reclined, I still have plenty of room. I'm 5'8", so that doesn't really say much. You're not going to get any rear seat pockets or anything. You do get pockets here, but you don't get like a center armrest or anything like that. You do get a 12-volt power outlet, which is nice, especially for 2014, and power windows. That's about it for the back seat. But again, very roomy. You have a little map light up here that you actually can't control, which is weird. I think, yeah, I don't know why you can't control that. But very nice back seat. Let's go ahead and hop in the front. And again, seals coming loose. The floor is also a little dirty. But before I actually hop in, I want to show you guys the door card first. So you do have Sirius satellite radio on this one. Hard touch plastic, but you are going to have padding below here, which is very nice. And then you are also going to have all your power window controls, power mirrors, power door locks as well, which is very nice. And that's basically it. Bigger storage there, and then your speaker grill. Let's go ahead and hop in. I'll have to apologize. My camera is not able to zoom out that much, but you have an AC vent right here. Headlight controls are here with your trunk release, and then your gauge brightness. Speaking of your gauges, there they are. Let's see if I can get them to light up. They won't light up, unfortunately. But you have your tachometer on the left and your speedometer on the right. There you go. 14,955 miles. Fuel gauge and your coolant temp in the middle. Your steering wheel is the 4-spoke Ford steering wheel that they use in a few of their lower priced vehicles. I'm a huge fan of the steering wheel design. It is the polyurethane all around. You're going to have your controls and then your volume and audio controls. It's very hot, guys. My brain is a pile of mush right now. Cruise controls down there. Ford badge. Very, very nice looking steering wheel. In the center, you can see all your radio controls are right here. If I remember correctly, a lot of people criticized Ford. They said that this area was kind of confusing. It is a little confusing. You are going to have your lock and unlock controls in there, and then your hazards. I'm a huge fan of Ford turn signal sounds. Big chunky buttons for your center vents, and you have your radio there, which I believe will turn on. And this does have the Ford's Microsoft Sync technology, which is like early Bluetooth. It's a very good radio setup. Kind of neat for this early on in the game. You are going to have climate controls here. The controls do feel pretty cheap, but what are you going to do? And then you have your gear shifter for that terrible automatic transmission. What are you going to do about that? Yeah, that's basically it. You have your sync badge there for obviously your Microsoft Sync technology. And then you're going to have a couple of cup holders here. Nice padded armrest, which is good to have. And you have your, is that an aux port down there? And a USB outlet as well. Seats are cloth and they are in really good shape. You're going to have obviously that beige kind of two-tone cloth with the nice pattern in it. Dash is of the soft touch material, very, very nice. Glove box is dampened, and I don't see, oh, there's the owner's manuals in there and the little tracking device. Up top, you actually get no overhead console. You just get this little lighting setup, which is kind of cool. And then you have your mirror there, mirror for your passenger. Overall, pretty nice interior. I am not gonna pop the hood because CarMax might kill me if I do that. So let's just go ahead and close up the car. So that is the 2014 Ford Focus. As you guys know, this one does have a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine. Okay, I do apologize for that slight interruption. In typical Texas fashion, my phone ended up overheating. It's July the 3rd, so it's gonna be really hot out here in Texas. But like I was saying, this car is mated to a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which was not particularly powerful. I'll put the specs down in this description below. But it wasn't a super powerful engine. And you wouldn't expect it to be. This is an economy car. And it was pretty reliable. The only issue with this car is those transmissions. And unfortunately, that's a huge deal, and it's a huge deal for Ford because they knew about it and they continue to sell them anyways, which overall makes this a terrible purchase if you're going out looking for a used car. I would not recommend buying this car. But with that said, back in 2014, this was definitely one of the more upscale options that you could have purchased in the economy car market. You guys saw the interior. It was pretty nice. The materials were pretty decent for a car of this class from 2014. So yeah, there you have it. 2014 Ford Focus. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.